This is the first time I'm awake so early in I don't know how long, but let's go. Today's video, I thought we'll talk a little bit about my life before I started making these YouTube videos. Now, I know I'm not this crazy successful YouTuber. I haven't even hit 1,000 subscribers yet, but I've been doing this for a long time. I've made over 200 videos on my main channel, 50 videos on my second channel, and many more videos for other channels, and videos that will probably never see daylight. I usually do not come to the beach early in the morning. Actually, I rarely get up early these days because the earliest that I need to head out for work is at about 9 o'clock. And currently these days at night, I'm working on another project, mostly just writing till late night, and I just get exhausted by the end of it and I can't get up in the morning. But the reason I'm heading out today morning and trying to go for a run is because last night Okay, so my life when I was a kid, I would say most of it, like the positive memories, are associated with school. I love school. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with my friends. I did well in my studies, and overall, it was an amazing school life. Granted, there were some really dark moments and some really traumatic experiences in school, but overall, I can't complain. School life was pretty good. And then it finally reached the point where I had to select a field of study. So that was either arts, science, commerce, but I selected science. And one thing I knew about that time was I did not want to be a doctor. But this was not an acceptable answer because my entire family is a family of doctors. My elder sister is a doctor, my brother is a dentist, my younger brother is a doctor. Granted, that has happened now after the fact. And to make things better, I did not have an alternate career option which I could tell them that I don't want to be a doctor, I want to pursue this. So I spent a year basically trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And that year was the worst year of my life. I spent sleepless nights. Most of the time was this crying, lost, confused, so scared for the future. And I know a lot of you also have experienced that same feeling of not knowing what to do with your life. And because I did not know what I wanted to do with my life, I decided to give all possible exams. And one thing is, my elder brother and sister really helped me out during this time, helped me out with filling the forms, helped me out by taking me to different states to answer the exams, and just really helped me when I needed it. And then after this entire process, I decided on physiotherapy, which seems like the most viable option, because at that point I was really into fitness, and by myself I was studying a lot about the body, about how the body responds to different kinds of exercise. So it seemed like it was on the same line, and so I joined physiotherapy.
I still remember the day I got accepted, and with no preparation at all, I had to leave within a week. I was so scared and excited for what lay ahead. I was the worst dancer on stage, but I did not care.
It's okay to find a friend to lean on and talk it out. Talk it out. It's okay to ask for help instead of holding on to how you felt. So don't be afraid to go on and reach out.
But then around the second year or third year of physiotherapy, I started feeling, I don't know how to describe, I started feeling incomplete, and my mind started shifting towards business. I wanted to make my own money so that I could support myself and lead the life I wanted without being questioned or having anyone to answer to. So that's when So it was at this point that I decided to start my own business, and the point of the business was just to make enough money that I'm able to sustain my monthly costs. But the business turned out to be something crazier than I had imagined. It started making me more and more money, so much so that I could afford to buy myself my first car.
So after a long search, this is what I settled for.
And then I got really motivated by the fact that my business was doing well. So at that point I just set myself new goals every single month of new monthly targets to hit in terms of revenue, and for that I started working harder and harder. And at that point my only motivation was money. I just wanted to make more and more money, because the business that I was doing was basically a company that I was running, where I was a middleman between freelance artists and clients. And even though making money and all felt good, there was nothing that I enjoyed about the business, nothing that I enjoyed doing running the business. It was just money that was motivating me and making me work harder and harder. And the thing about money is that motivation, I feel, can push you, but for a limited period of time. So for 2 years I pushed really hard, and then it reached to the point that I basically burnt myself out, and I came back home and I started working as a physiotherapist, and also started making these YouTube videos. But at this point in my life, I'm again confused about how I'm going to go ahead with my life, because I do not see myself working as a physiotherapist all my life. And right now as well, I am exploring working on longer form content. That is, I am currently scripting a short film or a long film. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm currently scripting something for a bigger production, and I'm going to try that. because that's just really exciting to me. And to fund this longer project or this film that I have in mind, obviously I'm going to need funds. So I'm still trying to figure out how to procure those funds. But if you guys want to go and support helping funding that project, you can go and subscribe to my Patreon, where you'll get access to videos that I'm not comfortable sharing on YouTube, embarrassing videos about my life. You'll get access to do one-on-one calls with me. The main reason I'm making this video is because I feel like a lot of people feel they are lost, not knowing what they want to do with their life or where their life is headed. For me, this has happened multiple times, not just once. Right now also, I'm at a crossroads where I'm trying to figure out what I want the next 5 to 10 years of my life to look like. And I know that I'm not alone in this, and maybe you're going through this, or you've gone through this, or maybe you're going to go through this. The prerequisite for this feeling is not dependent on how much money you've made or how successful you've been in your job. Even if you made a lot of money, you can feel like this. Even if you've been very successful, you can feel like this. And maybe that's just the way that life is supposed to be. Maybe it's a good thing, because if we didn't feel lost time to time, or we didn't feel confused or feel like changing our path, then life would become monotonous and boring. There would be no drive for us to pursue something different or something better and bigger. And that's why if you're feeling confused, stuck, lost, no matter what point of your life you are, just understand that that's just a part of it. All we can do is listen to our heart and our gut feeling and just keep pushing and moving forward, and we will find a way until the next time we are confused and lost. The sky just looks absolutely beautiful right now. Let me show you guys. I think it's going to rain in a couple of hours. So I hope it rains, so that while I'm editing this video, it's nice and cool. I just enjoy that rain.